and he lobs it into the crowd. Only the world chess champion's king, Hikaru Nakamura, taking him down in this bullet chess game here. It's an incredible format they tried out in Texas, USA. Levy was there, Sagar, Arjun, other stars, Fabi. And this game we're looking at, we had Hikaru kicking off with this push before you can say Gukesh destroyed. He had the black pieces, they're over the board, the crowd's cheering, it's epic, it's fun. Don't take this pawn or you get crashed through here. So we see this and this orangutan opening, also known as the Polish, is actually very playable. Hikaru getting a nice position here, knight f3 and pawn c6, goes for the party hat pawn formation, inspired no doubt by Sagar Shah, loves a party hat. I had a party last night, hence the horrible voice. Please do excuse, few friends. Now we see pawn d4, knight developing, this one also into the game, and a5 goes for a bit of nibble wibble on that pawn structure. So Hikaru sets up the connect 4, only goes and wins himself a rook lift lesson with the man himself, Gukesh D. We now see the bishop back up, pawn b5, is a connect 5 going to be set up? I think we'd explode. Hit the mother load of memes. No, we see takes. Bishop developing with a whoosh. Now this pawn goes to break down the structure further, so Hikaru pushes past and Gukesh doesn't like his position. He even starts setting up for the next game, but referee says you got to play on, play to the death. So he does so. We now see the knight developing, and with Hikaru's last move, he's gained some scope, but he also gave up a juicy square, which now gets jumped into. Knight e5, not a bad move, not the top move, but not bad. Bishop d6, they're playing on seconds. As you can see, they've both got 0 on the clock. Some kind of malfunction here. Rook c1 played, knight e8, where's he off to now? No clue. Hikaru can get a nice advantage with pawn e4. Queen e2 also a good developing move, but instead he plays knight d3. Now rumour has it, Fabi said to him before the game, hey, you've heard of a haystack, but have you ever set up a nay stack? Hikaru said he'd take him up on it. Not the best of moves though, because watch this. Knight c7, takes here now played, pawn recaptures, and just like that, you're activating the rook, and critically, you're swapping the light squared bishops. This hugely favours black. The pawn's now weak, not strong. The bad bishop on c8 is gone. So we see pawn e4 now played, but after queen a8 going for the pawn, Hikaru gets the wrong structure here. e5, f4, probably better. He takes, bringing in an absolute stallion. Now knight e4, bishop backing up, or going forwards rather. The rook saves itself, stays behind this pawn, this one collapsing, but Gukesh doesn't rush it. We see queen c2 in just a moment, getting ahead of myself. Now rook takes on a4, knight g5, don't get checkmated, so pawn g6 of course. The rook now doubling with the other, and the queen, excuse me, I just had to sneeze there. We now see the bishop developing back into the game here. Queen e2, Hikaru shuffling, but here come the powerful pawns, driving back the pieces. So Hikaru digs deep, uses the force that he knows lies within, and plays r2, d2. Hands up if you're a nerd. Now we see this pawn taken. Rook recaptures. No, it doesn't. I'm not at the races today. Rook ac4 is played. And at the end of the day, this is why Gukesh stands much better. Dominating, powerful pawns. Amazing knight. Don't get checkmated. So we see that one stopped. Queen takes on b3. You do bag one back, but still black's got this killer passer. Horrible bishop here. We now see knight e4, bishop e7. Keep your eye on Hikaru's bishop, because this move is designed to open it up. Surely you never take, but you do have to move the queen. So that is played here. Now knight d3 goes for a fork. Bishop covers. Knight back to c5. And now after pawn b4, rook a1, We get the top move of the engine here, but in a practical bullet chess sense, was it a good idea? His bishop takes on c5. Ouch! What a risky idea to open this sniper from afar. All sorts of ideas in the air. Like, can you not do this immediately? Land the queen, you're surely dead. Well, no, there's just this saving grace supported by the rook. Here's how the line goes. Black, of course, standing better and winning with that pawn. So we didn't yet see any sacrifices. We saw rook d to d1, rook c2. This bishop saves itself, getting tickled, and now surely you should play this. They're very low on time, of course, but it's the way to go. Just try and simplify the game, cover your king on the dark squares, something like this. The knight is truly a monster, and the rook can cover the 7th. But in the game, we saw this, and it allows a winning shot of rook a7. Hikaru didn't play it. We're in analysis mode here. And the reason it's so powerful is you want to crash through. If you cover with the rook, well, you take. And if you cover with the queen, well, then you run into this tactic. And this time, it's working out beautifully. That's just leading to a checkmate. So let's run back. We didn't see rook a7. We saw this move played. Queen d7 now covers. Very good. King h2 and a big blunder by Gukesh. Rook c8, top move. But there's various ways you can just hold the position steady and stay better with the black pieces. This is not one of them. You're suddenly not connected with the pawn. And that's an issue because Hikaru can unleash a brilliant sacrifice. Rook takes on d5, brilliancy. And you can't take with the queen, which you'd actually like to do in many of the lines, because the pawn collapses. So pawn takes is played, allowing queen f6, of course, and this is the only way to stave off the checkmate. You're about to take the white queen, so this is forced. Now queen e6 to hold everything together, and although white's a bishop ahead, it's not so easy proving it. Rook a7 was the best move there, but Hikaru retreats the bishop, pawn b3, rook c1. These leave the board here. Let's run back one move because rook e4 technically winning, but not found. This played, bishop captures, king g8, bishop b2, and there's big problems on the diagonal, but also the white king is drafty. And if you go queen c8 check, you can force a perpetual. Leads to a draw. You can constantly keep checking on the light squares. King can never escape. But missed. In the game, we saw king to f8. And it's a huge blunder, allowing checkmate in one. Queen d8, mate. Unceremoniously stealing the black queen's square, delivering it, chucking the enemy king, all done in the name of theatrics. I believe they were briefed to kind of be a bit dramatic and crazy, right? Thanks very much for watching. Have a look at the video on the screen for another incredible game of chess. Cheers.